Okay. Students, today I would like to discuss about the topic is global warming. In the first unit, the last topic of the first unit is global warming. Global warming, we are all aware about the heat levels of, the temperature levels of on the earth is increases. So the first I would like to explain what is meant by global warming means. Global warming refers to the increases in the average temperature level of on the earth's surface, in atmosphere and oceans and glaciers. Now it is in a biggest question mark to the people who are living on the earth. My dear friends, what is global warming? Once I remember you, global warming is nothing but increases of temperature level, average temperature level of the globe, which earth's surface, oceans, glaciers and as well as air. Okay. Everyone to say that increases the temperature every year. The average temperature now itself 35 to 40 degrees. It is very uncomfortable to live the lives. Not only human being. It causes, there are so many effects. So why the global temperature increase? How it increases? There are some causes about the increases the temperature entire the globe. That is nothing but global warming. The first one is the greenhouse gases. The greenhouse gases. My dear students, greenhouse gases, they are carbon dioxide, methane, nitrogen oxide, chlorofluorocarbons and water vapor and so on. There are 8 number of natural gases which existing on the earth's surface. They are greenhouse gases. It is very, very important. Greenhouse gases are very important in the atmosphere. So just these gases trap the sun-lighting heat and atmosphere. And the particular thing that gases are trapped, quantum rays which is released by the sun, it absorbed in the atmosphere, that is very useful for living beings on the earth's surface. Why? Because if there is no greenhouse gases on the earth's surface of the nature, then earth atmosphere having -18 degrees to 20 degrees. It is not favorable living conditions at the minus 18 degrees to 20 degrees. So that's these gases capture the quantum rays which released by the sun and it spread into the entire atmosphere. Then the average temperature is 15 degrees. The hot waves which is surrounding of the atmosphere, it is very useful for the human being, plant population, animal population, weather conditions and like so on. Because of these gases have to maintain 15 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius temperature maintained on the earth's surface of the atmosphere. So it's okay. Greenhouse gases is protect the temperature, minimum temperature of the atmosphere. If there is not availability of the greenhouse gases naturally, it looks like minus 18 degrees to minus 20 degrees Celsius temperature. It is harmful to entire globe. So it leads to the maintenance of 15 degrees to 35 degrees temperature. It is helpful for planet Earth. Okay, but how it is reason for global warming? So because of modern human being, which is from 17th century onwards, human being in more advanced areas, for that purpose they are constructed so many industries. For their purpose, destruct the forests. So most of all the transportation, combustion or emission of fossil fuels like coal, petroleum and as well as gases, due to all the reasons, all these gases very huge in amount, of gases released by human activities. The temperature is this greenhouse gases thickness, it should be lead to increase the temperature of the globe very extensively. That means 35 degrees temperature to nearly 45 to 50 degrees Celsius temperature noted on the earth. Due to heavy concentration of greenhouse gases like they are carbon dioxide, methane, CFCs and water vapor. Because of these gases concentrated in high and rich amount, because of 200 years industrial development, deforestation, emissions of fossil fuels, all these facts, then huge amount of gases, these gases releases in atmosphere, then the greenhouse gases thickness is very varied. After that, when the greenhouse gases thickness is very broad, then there is no escaping of all quantum rays from Earth's surface to atmosphere. It compressed into the Earth's surface, then atmosphere is fully increases the temperature. So that's why these gases are very, very drastic, critical situation created in the next coming generation. So I would like to give an example how much of carbon dioxide and as well as methane gases increases past 100 years. Just as chronological information, carbon dioxide 280 ppm. ppm means parts per millions. Parts per millions in 100 years back. Now 2012 reports to says that increases that 280 to 383 ppm increases 280 ppm to 383 ppm. Such a drastic change in the carbon dioxide. How we say that increases the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere? I give you a small example. For industrialization, for modernization, cut the trees, that is nothing but deforestation. Deforestation, when it's situated, when it's happened, oxygen levels will decrease, carbon dioxide levels will increase. 55% drastically increases past 50 years on the globe according to the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, it gives very heat. So then the thickness of this carbon dioxide capture or trap the quantum rays which is released by the sun. Then they are not outgoing rays from the earth's surface to atmosphere. Then the temperature level increases by the cause of CO2. And another important chronological data I give you for the support of your knowledge. Methane, past 50 years back, they must 700 ppm, it increases 1789. It is very dangerous situation. So all these gases, when they are increases by the human activities, by industrialization, combustion of emissions of fossil fuels, and as well as deforestation, using plastic on the in nature, then it is one cause is to growth rate of global warming. Right. And another one important cause of global warming is ozone layer depletion. Ozone layer depletion. What is ozone layer? I think it is an umbrella, safeguard of earth. This is now, earth 15 to 35 kilometers, 18 to 30 kilometers distance from the earth's surface, having a thick layer, that is ozone. This ozone layer is very, very important to protect the earth by sun rays not directly affected on earth. It is in a filter bed, which is filter bed of ozone. Ozone having O3 gases, atoms of O3 gases, this thickness from earth's surface to atmosphere 18 to 35 kilometers. In between 18 to 35 kilometers, there must be a ozone layer with the O3 gases. it is very protective layer which is came from ultraviolet rays from the sun to earth. Okay, there are some ultraviolet rays came from sun, it is filterized by the ozone, then it safeguard of earth. Ozone is a safeguard of the earth. But according to in 1985, Foreman, he is a British scientist, he identified Arctic survey, Arctic region. In Arctic region, there must be a leanness of ozone layer, so that's why ultraviolet rays directly enter into the earth's surface. These ultraviolet rays when came to sun to direct on the earth, then immediately heat levels will be increased. Heat level will be increased. So this is a second cause of global warming. Second cause of global warming. Students, I once explained in briefly ultraviolet rays which directly protected by the ozone layer. By the ozone layer, the filterized ultraviolet rays, so earth is protected. But modern people, they are using, nowadays technology is very advanced, so then every individual householders having maintained refrigerators, like air conditioners. In that particular things, when they are using entire the globe, entire the worldwide countries people, it leads to explode CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons. These air conditioners, refrigerators, send them out regarding CFCs, then CFC chlorofluorocarbons percentage increases very too much amount of these gases spread into the universe, that means atmosphere, it depletion about the O3 gases. It depletion O3 gases, so then ozone layer is thickness as in lean. So according to that, CFCs depletion of ozone layer, then thickness of ozone layer will lean, then ultraviolet rays which is came from sun in direct in motion on the earth, then increases of the temperature at the earth's surface atmosphere. So this is the second cause of global warming. Students, another important thing is aerosols in the atmosphere. Like industries gives the carbon dioxide, nitrogen, these type of gases extensively releases into the atmosphere. So it is also one reason to increases the temperature in globe, on the globe, not in on the globe. So because of these three issues causes global warming rise day by day. It is a great warning to the human population to beware about the future. Okay, my dear students, because of global warming, which type of problems we face different problems. Okay, right. I explain one by one what are the effects by global warming. My dear students, when the temperature will increase, then immediately first one is extreme heat generates. Now everyone to discuss about today's temperature is very high compared to the ancestors' time. Everyone to discuss each together. So now nearly 50 degrees temperature noted on the Earth's surface. It is very dangerous. Extreme heat generate in the atmosphere. It results. There are so many problems to be created in the next generation. And another important thing is natural disasters occurrence. Natural disasters means floods, drought, cyclones, typhoons. All these natural disasters happen. Already we are faced so many floods, earthquakes. Sorry, and there is no relation to earthquake to global warming. The floods, cyclones, forest fires, drought, all these environmental disasters happen in the generation. And next one is climatic situations are changed. Now we are all discussed. There is a proper climate are not happen. In rainy season there is no rain. In winter season very hot. In summer season rains falling the rain. Seasons are changes. It reflects so many disadvantages, either economically, socially, culturally on the earth. Sorry, not on the earth. And another important major problem faced by global warming is food insecurity. What is the relation between these two? How to link with food insecurity and as well as global warming? In the global warming, radiation is too much, then our plant population getting more heat, then the plant population get more photosynthesis activity. It reflects, it affects production of plant will be decreased. So then in the future production will decrease by the overheat. It affects to the plant population, that is nothing but our photosynthesis activity generates in the plants. So then production decreases, then it leads to food insecurity problem in the future. And another one is melting icebergs, glaciers, ice sheets. Okay. So there are so many scientists are expectation about their Arctic and Antarctic regions. Icebergs melting due to the reason of increases the greenhouse gases on the nature, then it reflects and it affects directly the increases of sea levels. When the ice glaciers melting into the water, then sea and oceans levels are increased. So it is a biggest problem. Why? Because there are some islands, entire the earth planet there are some islands. The minimum height from sea level to landscape, the 4 to 5 meters. The 4 to 5 meters of these lands, they are submerged into the ocean the next 50 or 100 years. So it is the biggest problem. In my observation, every 10 years on the earth's surface 1 degree Celsius temperature increases. So it results 1 meter sea level increases after some of the years. After 100 or 200 years, there are some islands submerged into the sea or ocean. What is the life of human being? What is the life of animals? What is the life of plant population? So my dear students, you just all aware about the global warming. At the same time, human population having so many health hazards. How I am? The radiation increases on the globe, then immediately human population having bone cancers, skin cancers, which affected by ultraviolet rays on the nature. At the same, another thing is heat level. When it is increases, then it affects. There are so many changes in the human body, like health problems. What are the major health problems faced by global warming? The first one is skin cancers, gastrointestinal problems, severe headaches, eye related diseases, and as well as nostril problems. Plant population is totally suppressed. Some of the regions, drought conditions, some of the areas getting heavy rainfall, it leads to the floods, shock floods and sudden floods. And another important global change is El Nino and La Nina. These are the two biggest environmental problems in the next people. Okay, El Nino is in a heat wind waves. La Nina is in opposite direction of El Nino, that is cool air wind waves. Some of the regions they are freezing, some of the regions they are very heat, totally disturbed environment by global warming. So that's about this global warming reduces by some human activities. They are nobody don't use plastic materials, don't cut the trees. Sustainable lifestyle, maintenance of sustainable lifestyle, and as well as free ozonized air conditioners, refrigerators, they are used in the houses, they should not give any CFCs, then up to the mark we are to trying for the better environment, that is nothing but reduce of the global warming. Entire the worldwide countries to promise on Kyoto Protocol, international conference regarding global warming. Nearly every country, half of the carbon dioxide levels decreases up to the 50 years. So everyone to follow and give the good environment for next generation. And some of the people every people must and should saplings entire the globe, it increases the oxygen levels and it should control the carbon dioxide levels. So there are some protective and precautionary measures followed all the worldwide people for the safe zone of on the earth. Okay, thank you. Students, already we discussed in the previous class, that is global warming. Okay, a small answer question is there in our syllabus, that is measures to be taken to protect earth. Which type of methods, precautionary methods to protect of earth? Now we are all living on earth. Now we all disturbed entire the earth surface by the modern activities like industries and etc. So what measures should we have to take for the protection of earth? I explain one by one. There are some measures. The first measure is consumption water in discipline. Nowadays, agriculture, industries, domestic utilities, so for the purpose of domestic utilities, we are using excessive water and destroying the water by some substances. It should be controlled by ourselves in disciplined manner. The first measure to protection of earth, disciplined manner, we are consuming water resources. It is useful for availability of drinking water in the future. And another important method is water harvesting methods. Now 21st century, there is no proper water harvesting methods. So that's why the rainwater, the wastage and through by rivers and it seas. There must be a large amount of water we discharge in the sea level at oceans. So then we control the type of activity by different water harvesting pits, water harvesting systems. Then we save the water and we protect the water. It is the most important precautionary measure to protect earth. The first method is rainwater harvesting pits established by every householder. Then they are preserve the water by rainwater existing into the groundwater. Then groundwater levels will be increased. Then there is no water scarcity on the Mother Earth planet. We know very well about that 0.003% of water, fresh water is availability about 700 crores of population. So it is very horrible. In the next coming generation people, they are struggling. They are struggle about the fresh drinking water. According to myself, I expect that the next coming generation, there must be fight against the water. That is nothing but water conflicts. The type of activity controlled by a measure that water harvesting pits establishment, dug wells, establishment of dug wells, and constructions of check dams. At the same time, watershed management system, when we follow, then it is helpful for save the water condition, water bodies of the earth is an important measure to protect the earth. And another important thing is, on the earth's surface, huge amount of radiation. We are dumped. So we should control by using non-renewable energy resources. They are called as alternative energy resources. When we are using alternative energy resources like solar energy, contour energy, tidal energy, wave energy, hydro electricity, all these biogas and biomass and biofuels, replacement of non-renewable energy resources, then energy resources are useful for long time for next generation. But now itself, most of all the industrialists, governments, excavating and digging renewable energy resource, non-renewable energy resources. So then it decline, the resources are empty, then it is in a deficit to the next generation people. So then we are must and should maintain using renewable energy resources for long sustainability of the nature. And next one is dispose of toxic waste. More than industries release different types of toxic commodities, then we simply dispose, then we control the different types of pollutions. This is the method to protect the pollution. And next one is strip binding cultivation and sand binding cultivation for improving the quality of soils in desert areas and drought areas. So then we should utilize the land use utilization in proper way. That is good for our next generation people. That is nothing but it makes desertified lands, it makes into the certified lands that they are fertile lands, and it gives to much more food products for the next generation people. It declines scarcity of food. It is helpful for the environment. And next one is, we know very well about past 200 years, industries gives more carbon dioxide and no more pollutant issues. Then there are so many industries and governments destruct the forests for their own utilities. The level of carbon dioxide and temperature increases. So we should control by this that activity, and we encourages afforestation programs combinedly, both government and people or public. There are so many afforestation programs like joint forest management, social forestry, agroforestry, pastoral culture, silviculture. There are so many measures. When we take a step to encourage the afforestation program, then immediately oxygen levels were increased, carbon dioxide neutralized, then we save on the earth's surface. Another important thing is using buy local commodities. We support only local industries. Local made commodities are utilizing in local markets, then we are not encourage and supports multinational companies, multinational industries. Why? Because they are producing different types of pollutions and as well as wastage of the raw material. We should control by local commodities, that is nothing but local goods consumed by the local people, and they are made up of only in rural industries. So that's why identification of natural resources and as well as pricing level will be decreased. Then there is no more wastage of environmental resources, and there is no misuse of natural resources. It is very important for the protection of the earth. And another important thing is using public transport and non-CFC commodities, usages of non-CFC commodities in our society. Why I am saying this? Using public transport. Now every human being economically they were developed. Why? Because all the countries they try to under economic development to developed countries. On the occasion, every people must having their own economic system. They are purchasing own individual automobile vehicles. Then they are using more and more automobiles individually. It is in a bad practice. Why? Because every automobile emission, carbon emission of fossil fuels like petrol, diesel, like that, then it immediately affects of CO2 levels, increases of CO2 levels in the nature. And also air conditioners and refrigerators, when they are using thoroughly, then they are giving CFCs into the nature. All these activities when we are stopped, and alternative usages, alternative system when we are follow, then Mother Earth is a very excellent Mother Earth we have to create. So public transport is the alternative system, and non-CFC commodities when we utilize and use, it is a pure environment we have to give and create that. And another one is human beings follow sustainable lifestyle. Sustainable lifestyle means walking, manual walks, like that. So then it is very useful to save the Mother Earth. Already advanced country people, they are in good practice sustainable lifestyle in their own manner. And next one is recycling of solid waste. Now cities or towns, urban areas to create so much solid waste material. Glass, iron, aluminium, rubber, leather, and so many. That so many issues we are dumped into the atmosphere, particularly in the lithosphere. So then it should be stopped, this activity, and they convert into the compost making. Compost making is nothing but, it is a simple example, vermicompost. Solid waste material, it is converts into the vermicompost. Vermicompost is very important for organic form of the agriculture sector. And another thing is, agricultural cultivators, they are to support organic farming in cultivation. There is no side effects, there is no discourage of the soil fertility. So then organic formation, organic farming or cultivation, when we encourage us, then the Mother Earth gives us more and more fertilities, increase of the more and more fertility rate. It gives highly and fruitful non-fertilized food material we are tasted. Then regular checkups of automobiles. Nowadays, second-hand vehicles, up-to-date vehicle, updated vehicles, it generates so much pollution regarding air. So then regularly every human being check their automobiles or vehicles, then they are controlled. They are trying to control automobile pollution like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, sulfur, like that. Then Mother Earth is safe. And another one is switch off program. Switch off program is nothing but we are necessary or not, but some of the people in the society wastage of the energy resources like power, then unwantedly they are using power, then they are creating idea, they are all in one track, that is switch off. So then power will be power consumption is save, so that's save the power and gives us more light to the earth. Already the world environmentalists and different areas, environmental people, environmental aware people gives us a slogan, switch off program for save and conserve the energy resources. Next, sharing knowledge in promote to the nature. Now every people openly to discuss long life of the human beings by the nature only. Nature, it gives own importance. So then knowledge about the nature, everyone they will discuss each together, and promotion of the saving of Mother Earth, it is in a important thing and point of to control the pollutions and protect the Mother Earth. And another point is in electricity, the consumption of electricity in domestic and industries, then use LED bulbs and as well as CFL bulbs. So whenever we are using these type of bulbs and electrical gadgets, then consumption of electricity is very low. Then we save energy resources for the next generation. Then protection of Mother Earth. Another important thing is control over explosions of minerals. Now population increase in multiplier method. For that purpose, every industrialist for their own demand, he explodes more resources digging by earth. Then so the type of explosions, that type of diggings, that type of over explosions of minerals, then they are empty of natural resources in the future. So then control over exploitation of minerals is the best method to conserve and preservation of minerals for the next generation and safeguard of the earth. Another point is using sprinkling and drip irrigation projects. In agriculture sector, more than area, they were used a large amount of water in the agricultural harvesting. So it is not requireable. That much of amount, that much of water resources are not required. But some of the people, they are ignorant. They are using over utilization of the water for cultivation of agriculture, particularly in the rural areas. Then they are using sprinkling irrigation and drip irrigation for agriculture. They have saved the water resources. It is a very important thing about in the agro-based countries like India. Another one is use eco-friendly commodities in every domestic utilities. And the last and final one is minimize different pollutions. Like there are so many pollutions already we told in the last sessions: air, water, soil and sound, marine pollution. These are all pollutions by man-made. So they controlled in good manner, then immediately pollutions are decreased. Then Mother Earth is in safe. At the same time, finally I conclude different international environmental conferences to say that reducing the environmental pollutions up to 2050, they are maintaining and common agenda programs which was designed by the World Health Organization and the World Environmental Organization must and should follow by the every government. It leads to a safe of earth. Thank you very much.